What's up? GERO 200, fall semester 2024. All right, so it's a brand new era of learning management systems, which is fancy talk for these online programs that we use to deliver our courses. Now, a lot of you guys are taking this course because other people have taken the course, and there's a folklore that this is an awesome course, which it completely and totally is. It is 100% online. It is completely asynchronous, meaning you get to work through the material, learn about the subject, master the subject, all on your own time, on your own schedule. All right. So it's a slippery slope. So what you need to do is you just need to get out your phone and calendar up the different types of assignments to make sure that you get them done on time. And so every single week, you're going to have things to do. You're going to have quizzes to complete, very short quizzes, five multiple choice questions. You're going to have a discussion board that you're going to post on. When you go into the syllabus, you'll see that you have to do a primary post and then 3 posts on your classmates, so it's interactive. All right, so I'm getting ahead of myself here. This is what your homepage looks like in Brightspace, okay? And what you then do is you come down here and you look at your fall courses. I have a bunch of courses, obviously, because I'm an instructor. These are the 2 that I'm teaching this semester, and you might see multiple courses that you're enrolled in. All right, so what you do is you click on this course, our course, Gerontology 200. Awesome, okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly switch over here. This is what it looks like as an instructor, and I'm going to change it to view as learner, okay. All right, and so this is approximately what it looks like for you guys. It's not 100% the same, okay. Alrighty, so really you got to figure out the layout here and how it all works. And we've made it really simple. We actually taught this same class, GERO 200, using Brightspace over the summer, and it worked perfectly. So that's good to know. All right. So let's kind of just look at what you would do on a weekly basis, okay, and what to expect. All right. So we have a bunch of alerts, okay. And you'll see down here, there's a calendar of all these things that you're going to have to do. All right. So, hey, you know what? It says upcoming events. You have your discussion. You have a reading quiz. You have a discussion, a reading quiz. So every single week, like I said, you're going to have this. Okay. What else do you need to know? Okay. What we've done here is the actual basics of the course. Okay. Are accessed through the table of contents. All right. So you can access it if you're more of a Word person, okay? You can just access it by clicking right here, all right? So I'm gonna click right there, and it's gonna take me to the table of contents. What it shows you right here is where I most recently was. If you ever wanna know where you're at in the table of contents, you can see that it's highlighted very subtly, okay? But you can see it's highlighted here by this kind of fading blue-gray color right here. So that's where I was at recently because I was editing that for you guys, okay? Alrighty, so I can just go click on table of contents right here, okay? And then it has everything that we're doing in class listed as a table of contents all throughout here, okay? It's redundant, okay? As you can see, it's all 1, 2, 3, everything we're doing here. And then it's also through here, okay? So within the table of contents, you'll see that we have, you know, the basics, okay? We have the syllabus, okay? We have USC policies, the intro, okay? That this video, I'm going to place it into, all right? So you can always access it. And really what this video is all about is everything you need to do to get an A in this class, because that's what it's all about, okay? I understand that your GPA is super important. This is an easy class to get an A as long as you just do the work. You do the work, you get an A. You know, I would say that when I look at the distribution of the grades in the class, you know, 90% of the class is getting an A minus or better, okay? Because you guys are adults and you do the work. Hey, look, I'm wearing my USC band t-shirt, okay? My son was in the marching band years ago. Alrighty. Okay, so that's what that is. This is the description of the 3 papers, okay? 2 short ones where you're going to get data, and then describe your impression through analyzing the data. Each step, I'll be providing a video on how to do that. There's an interview paper right here. This is kind of like looking at the syllabus, okay? Which is really cool. Everything is just basically, you know, we basically try and expose you multiple times so that it becomes really easy. Okay. Here's extra credit. This is a possibility to get. The course is based on a 100% scale, and this is a way to bump your grade by 3%. Okay. So you know, if you're right there on the edge, then it's something you can do. And again, if you click on the extra credit assignment in Brightspace, it shows you what to do. Okay. And again, I'll be sending out new videos for each section, right? In fact, for each module. So this is your weekly module. You'll see, you know, why this class is important, okay? Why population aging matters. So we go into really looking at not only here in the U.S. U.S. is the example, okay? It's obviously most relevant to all of us, what's going on. But we also look at it kind of globally. So you know, a lot of you guys are business majors. So it's really kind of global economics and how, you know, especially with the election coming up and how we have to, you know, set our priorities about where to distribute funds and money and really economics of running our country. This is a big deal. There's a lot of more older people. There's fewer younger people. So that means there's fewer younger people that financially are going to have to support this growing population of older people and what that does to the layout of societies. And we're not the only ones. Believe me, there are countries that are miles ahead of us. We'll see, you know, for example, in Japan, where the fertility rate is super low, okay? Same drill in Italy, same drill in Spain and Portugal and Greece and all these places. And then countries that are lagging behind us, okay, and that's where you're going to get a feel for it here. You know, you look at countries in South America and countries in Africa that are, you know, socioeconomically, they're much poorer, okay, and so they are really not ready for the consequences of having this change in distribution. All right, awesome. We go over some biology, as you can see right here, okay, and then get into psychology, biology, and then we get into stuff that is just so relevant, okay. Caregiving, you know, you're going to be caring for your grandparents and parents, your aunties and uncles, and what that all means, okay. And then we see right here we have kind of economics for the business majors. We do a whole section all about retirement planning for you. So setting up your 401ks, looking into other venues of financial planning like an IRA, a Roth IRA, annuities, real estate, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, understanding Social Security and how that is not, you know, supposed to be your sole source of income, but it is for many people, and we'll be looking at that. Okay, we'll go over some really cool law stuff. Julia is the co-instructor, my wife. We've been doing this for 12 years, and so we're going to get into some advanced directives for healthcare, also for financial. You know, all things you're going to have to do that, and all things that we're going to tell you guys to set up. So this is a very applied course. You know, you're going to be going through this course going, okay, I got to set this up. Talk to your parents about long-term care and estate planning, okay? And that's it. So we have down here some how-to folders, okay? We're always looking for feedback, and you can access all those right there. All right. So that's, you know, the layout in terms of the table of contents. We can scroll right here. I'm clicking back there. This takes me back to the home page. And just for visual, we see we have the same table of contents, but these are called kind of visible widgets, okay? Alrighty, now, so it is redundant, all right? But so you can click right in here, all right? These are Brightspace tips, so you can use this information not only for this class, but for all of your classes, okay? And, you know, it's just, you know, how to use Brightspace and then really how to customize it for your own needs, okay? So there's a PowerPoint right here, okay? You click on it, and it brings up the PowerPoint right here. It's something that Julia put together. She was one of the first people to use Brightspace. She used it last spring, okay? So there's all these tips, okay, that you have right here, all right? And yeah, you just go through it right there. It is a PowerPoint, so you can download it right there and look at yourself. So I'm just giving you the heads up to go ahead and do that, okay? Alrighty. Um, Back to the home page right here. Okay. And what you always do is you want to look at kind of deadlines and expectations. And obviously that's what the syllabus is all about. We've put the syllabus up here in the home page on the access strip up here. All right. The taskbar up here. But we also have the syllabus in the table of contents. So there's Brightspace and there's a syllabus right there. It's just redundancy. Okay, so if I click on the syllabus right here, all right, so we see we create these visuals, all right, because I'm a very visual person, as is Julie, that engages you into what it is you're doing when you click on that tab. We can see right here, it's highlighted in this nice fading blue-gray, okay? If I click right here, all right, it's going to take me to the syllabus. Bum, bum, bum. There it is. Okay. In the syllabus, you see our information right here. Okay. Um, Julia is the point person. Okay. I should have said that from the very beginning. Okay. So you have any issues, you're going through her. All right. She is the administrator and she deals with all the problems. People have problems. Don't wait to the bitter end. Okay. You keep us on board. We're here to help you. We want you to succeed. So yeah, don't wait to the bitter end. All right. Just keep us in the loop, and we'll help you get through everything. Promise. All right. You can contact us via cell phone. You can also contact us via Zoom. We can do separate Zoom meetings. All right. All right. So this is just the base, the course description. Like I said, a lot of cool life skills. The objectives we're doing, hopefully we'll meet those objectives, okay? This is the tech you need to know. It's all about Brightspace, okay? That's kind of redundant right there. And then we have that Brightspace PowerPoint I showed you, okay? That was in the course table of content. Sorry about that, okay? All righty. Communication is key. Like I said, you got to keep us in the loop. The readings are our open resource, so you don't have to buy a book, okay? Office hours, you just contact us, okay? Julie's on campus on Mondays. I'm up there on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then kind of spotty elsewhere. These are the two reading assignments, okay? Writing assignments, critical thinking assignments, okay? So there's two different papers. There's their due dates. We also have a paper we'll see later on. And there's the quizzes that are coming up, the discussions, okay? Again, where people screw up is they'll do one post and they don't comment. That's only half the credit, okay? So you need to do your primary post to the prompt. There's going to be a prompt on the subject material, and then you're going to go in and comment 3 times on your classmates' post, okay? We have midterms exams, okay? And what you can see here is they're scheduled to be open for a week, okay? You can do it anytime. You can do it at 3 in the morning. It doesn't really matter. Once you start going, you got 2 hours. Unless you have OSAS accommodations, please send us that OSAS accommodation PDF file. And then we can go in there. We can change the time frame for you doing the exam, all right? All right, you can see everything is laid out here in terms of what it is, and I'll show you that in terms of the weighting. We see up here that the discussion was 15% of the grade. The midterm, each midterm is 15% of your grade, okay? Here's your final interview paper, that's 20% of your grade, okay? So it's all kind of laid out, all right? There it is again, okay? So we see right here, 100%. We have your discussions which come at you once a week, quizzes that come at you once a week, okay? These 2 short papers, okay, that's 20% of your grade. This interview paper, 20% of your grade. You see the due dates right here, and then midterm 1 and midterm 2. Okay, awesome. All righty. This grading scale works perfectly. It's an old school grading scale, and it works perfectly. Like I said, most people get A's, okay? All righty. So here's a bunch of the legalese that should be present in every one of your syllabi for every course you're doing. So you check that out, okay? You will be submitting your papers through Turnitin. You can access your Turnitin score, and you want to be able to keep your Turnitin score below about 20%, okay? That's our suggestion to you, okay? Alrighty, here's our weekly breakdown, okay, with due dates, okay? It's complicated when you look at it, but it's all very, very clear, okay, of the timeline. And then what I'm going to show you here is we go back into the course proper, okay? So I'm going to go back here to the table of contents and go like these, okay? All right. And so what you will see then is when you go in week by week by week, all right, we show the papers right here that I was describing, okay? In these papers, you see there's a due date right there. So that was in the syllabus. It's also in Brightspace. Here, it's clearly laid out what you're going to do. This is the video I did over summer. I'll do it again for you guys this fall, okay? But it doesn't change, okay, which is awesome. And this is just a description. Here's your rubric. Everything's all laid out. This is kind of data you access, et cetera, okay? We can go back here again to the table of contents, and let's look at an example here of what your every week is going to be like, okay? So we click right here, module 1, visual. Oops, sorry, that I just accidentally hit something right there with my finger. Let's go back to this again, module 1. There we go. Okay. So so what we're going to have here is I'm going to insert my lecture in here. I usually do it every Sunday night. Okay. So I'll be coming up here. Today's Thursday the 22nd. So on, let's see, Friday 23rd, 24th. So on the 25th, I'll be sending you the first lecture that goes over the material. And it's usually about 30 minutes, okay? I'm just letting you know. And what I do is I will, within that lecture, we're gonna go over, okay, the reading material right here, okay? And so I'll just kind of open this up. I talk about the videos, what's important. We'll go through the slide deck that I prepared. This is really, really well done. Put out in 2023 by the United Nations about the global implications. So I'll just go through it step by step, okay? Awesome, alrighty. One thing that I recommend that you do here, okay, is you see I've got it open twice, and I'll show you why that's important right now. So I'm just gonna go straight back here to GERO 200. Now you see I got two windows open. Why would I do that, okay? Let's go back, okay? So that's the reading material right here, all right? So this you can access by going back, here into the table of contents, but that's kind of slow. You can do a backwards arrow in your browser, that gets you. And also right here, you see how my little hand pops up, okay? So that's gonna get me back into module 1, okay? Perfect, all right? So I showed you, I'm gonna put my lecture in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be going over this, okay? And so when I'm going over this, so my recommendation to you then is I can go, let's say back here, I'm going to go straight back into my content, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right in here to my quiz page. And what you can do oftentimes is you can just open the quiz straight up, okay? Now, I'm looking at this as a learner, okay, and what you guys would see is you would scroll down, and there'll be a little button here that start quiz, okay? I'm not a student. Back in the day, Blackboard would allow me to look at that, but this is not Blackboard, so I can't look at that, so that's okay. So I'm going to get out as a learner, okay, and okay, go there. All right, now it's me, okay, so I can go back into my table of contents right here, and I'm going to go back into part 1, okay, and then I can show you what the quizzes look like right here. So here's my reading quiz, okay, so this would be module 1, okay, and then this previews what it looks like for you, okay, and I come down here, all right, and this is, it has you all this, the information that's robot-like about it. The key thing is you go right here and you hit reading quiz 1, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions right here, all right? So you can click like here, like this, or you can just scroll down like so. And so, what I would do is I would kind of look at the questions, get a feel for it, okay? We make it pretty clear, okay? So this is from the video that this is coming in, okay? And you can see right here, this question right here is from the video right here, okay? And then this is from the United Nations report. So this is the source that you'll be looking at. And by the way, these 5 questions are drawn from a question pool, all right? So there's a chance that you guys will be doing this together, that's fine, but no 2 students are gonna get the same question. So each module has about 30 questions, and randomly we'll pull out 5 from that pool, just to let you know. Some of those same questions, okay, are in fact all of those same questions were the pool are then drawn from when you look at the 2 midterm exams, all right? Awesome. So it's pretty straightforward stuff. That's how that goes. Okay. Let's see here, over here. So let's now go to the next component of this class. And that next component is the discussion board, all right? So you're gonna, again, put this on your calendar. You're gonna get it done. It shows you right here what's going on, okay? So this discussion board is due September 2nd, okay? Alrighty, so, and it's due at 11:59 p.m. So don't wait till last minute. Do realize, okay, classes start on the 26th, okay? So you have this week to get things done, okay? And it's the true of all discussion. So what you're gonna do, what's the discussion about, okay? This shows you right here, like so, a little bit what it's about, and then you go right into the discussion, okay? And that's the same, it's the same information. So here's a little video about me, all right? So you're gonna hear, you're gonna get sick of hearing about what I do. I live life to its fullest, okay? So I'm a big time surfer, and I have been since I was a little kid. And so that's what I mold my life around, So this summer, we spent 2 weeks in Costa Rica with 20 USC students, and I taught them all how to surf and also immersed them into key elements of a very long and happy life that these blue zone people live in. So Costa Rica has a region that's a blue zone that has really heightened longevity. And we looked at the social support, we looked at the diet and the exercise and just the kind of psychological framework. It was really cool, all right? So anyways, yes. So that's what I'm all about. So you describe yourself in this first discussion. Tell us about yourself. We talk about our dogs. Come here, Lucy. Come over here. All right, come here. Come here. Come here. So Lucy's going to come over here right now. She's going to do a little cameo. Come here. So we have 2 dogs. Okay. You can see they're color coded for their sex. Okay. So we see right here. Yeah, it's my Lucy girl. You're a good girl. These are German short-hair pointers. What are you doing? Huh? These give you all kinds of happiness, okay? Unconditional love. And so, yeah, so we're looking at aging, that's a big part of it, all right? So, yeah, so what you do is you start a new thread, okay? That's the primary response to the discussion. And then you look for somebody else that's posted. Hey, look at that, we have somebody who's posted, okay? So you would go in here, you would click on this person's post, and 2 other students, so that would be 3 comments, and you look at it, okay? And how cool. There's Justina, she's from LA, all right? She's a psych major, she wants to become a dentist. How awesome is that, okay? And yes, this is a valuable life skills course. And she says her culture, her ancestry is Egyptian. How cool is that? A photo looks like to be Egypt. And that's her dog, Roy. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go in, you're going to hit reply to thread, all right? And then you come down here, okay, and you say, hey, all right, Justina, and you're going to say, awesome photos, love dogs, okay, boom, 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 boom. Good luck with your career in dentistry. My son David was a USC psych major. How about that? And is in, sorry, I can't type, in graduate school to become a therapist. Boom. And you relate to your friend. This is how you get to know her. And if Justine wants to comment on that, she can, all right? And that's it, okay? And so then you hit post. And I could have added some photos you saw there, but I didn't, okay? And there it is. Now I'm in her post. And you could always reply to me right there. She could reply to me. So that's the way we get a conversation going. All right, guys? So that's how that works. All right? So I think you guys got a feel here of this. We can go back to the table of contents, okay? All right, my wheels are spinning in terms of my internet access, okay? And what I can now do is I can go down to say, and you can work ahead, by the way. You are welcome to work ahead in this class, okay? All the discussions, all the quizzes are open, okay? So I could, for example, I could go in here and do this section on diabetes, all right? And so we have a little graphic about diabetes, and so if you work ahead, you're not going to get my lecture because I'm going to do that on a weekly basis, okay? But here's the reading material that you're supposed to master. Here's the quiz, here's the discussion, okay? The problem with the discussion, though, my friends, do remember it's 3 plus 1, right? So you've got to get all that done, all right? Yeah, so that's what that's all about, okay? Very cool. Hey, there's LeBron. All right. So, but they will close, okay? So just remember that everything has a due date, okay? So keep an eye on the due dates of the quizzes and the discussions, because once that due date is passed, you cannot post on it and you lose those points, okay? So you got to stay on top of that, all right? Okay, all right, let's go back to the home page. So that's the layout, my friends. Now we can come over here. We're at the home page again, and there's a couple different ways of accessing the material as well, okay? And in the end, we're going to take a look at the grades and see how that all plays out, all right? All right, so we have here activities, all right? So what we have is we have quizzes, okay? What are quizzes? Anything that is a question, like an exam. So we see here we have lots and lots and lots of reading quizzes, okay? So those are once a week, okay? All right, so it's another way to access them, okay? Then we have right here, this is the way Brightspace categorizes it. This is your midterms, also called a quiz, okay? So it's listed right here, and it's a different way to access right there, okay? All right, so that's all laid out there, all right? What else do we have in this category, okay? We have activities. We have assignments, okay? So they're listed in the table of contents, okay? But they're here as well, okay? And these are the written assignments, okay? So this is your extra credit. That is an additional 3%. I'll show you how that works out, okay? And then this is, again, the short paper. It's like basically 2 to 5 pages. It's there's going to be written material. You're going to put in some images, so you can pretty much say 3 to 4 pages there. Same drill here, and then your interview paper that's about 10 pages. The rubric and the expectations are all in there, and you can click on this, for example, and it's going to take me to the part where we do the submissions. Okay, all right. So in fact, what's going on here? So let's go back. I want to view as learner. Sorry. So when I was bouncing around, it took me out of a learner. Okay, let's go back in here, okay? And let's look at the assignments. It kicked me out as a learner, dang, okay? And let's go to the interview paper right here. All right, so there's the information about the paper, okay? All righty, there's the rubric, and then look, that's how you add it. You upload your file right there, okay? You can do a video and an audio for the extra credit, okay? But not for the paper. You can give us a little heads up here by typing anything that you want us to know about the paper, all right? And then you hit submit, all right? So that's how the 3 papers go, all right? Like I said, when it comes to the extra credit right here, okay, 3%, okay, as you saw right there. This is telling you what it is you got to do, okay? And so you come down here. Some people like to do a video. That's awesome, okay? You can do an audio. You can add a written file, all right? All right, so that's kind of the layout of all the activities. It's kind of redundant, okay? All right, now, lastly, I'm as a learner, so this is my grades, all right? And this is what your kind of grade book will look like. You can you can download the Pulse app. Why not? You know, you can play with that on your phone. And so we see everything is weighted, okay? And so your grade that you'll see in the grade book will reflect the um, the progression of your submissions, okay? So it's going to change over time, right? So we see here, we have these two midterms, okay? They are worth 30% of your grade, total, the test, okay? The critical thinking assignments, those two short papers, they're 20% of your grade, okay? The final interview paper right here, again, 20% of your grade. So it's just like what was in the syllabus, okay? All the discussions, okay, through all the weeks. So how many weeks do we have here? 14 weeks, 14 discussions are 15% of grade. By the way, we drop the lowest grade on your quizzes, okay, that are coming up right here at the bottom, all right? And 15% of your grade, 14 quizzes, okay? So that's the layout there of the land as well. All right, so there's a lot thrown at you, okay? But you're gonna get used to this, okay? It's pretty easy to navigate. If I go back to the home page right here, all right, there's a little description here about Julie and I, okay? Here's our cell numbers. If you need to contact us, okay, you're more than welcome to do that, okay? And you can email us. Like I said, we can set up a Zoom. This video, okay, is going to go into the how-to section, okay, but it's also going to go right here as an announcement. So you can see chronologically. Every week I'll make a video and I'll send it out to you, okay? And so it's going to, stay in the loop on these announcements, okay? They're going to go out to you as an email. I know you guys are text generation, but you know the professional world's all about emails, so you got to get used to checking your emails. Believe me, I've seen this with my sons in terms of their search for getting a real job someday, okay? My boss, which is a real job, is a stickler about responding to emails, okay? All righty, very cool. I think I've done everything I need to do. Subsequent videos will add on information as I think about it. Peace, guys. Welcome back. Hope you had a great summer. And I'll be putting out a new video this Sunday about the global implications of aging.